Okay. Hello everybody, JamesFan1991 here, and this is Final Level, and I'm here with my two friends,
Roseprincessmitia
and Aceikith-Alain.
Yeah, and you're here to be a witness to a new segment in this channel we're going to call the Chatty Zone.
Dun dun dun.
Doesn't sound that bad, really, does it?
Well,
basically, the Chatty Zone is just basically us talking, giving you news and updates on what's going to happen on this channel.
and also you can ask us questions about anything you want, but please keep it PG. Don't go to,
Too much.
Yeah, because pretty much straight away we see anything like that, we will be removing them type of comments as basically immediately. So please try and keep it, to a PG level as possible. We want to try. We aim to have a channel that is PG, and we want to be able to keep it that way.
Exactly, and also in the Chatty Zone, we also like to talk about other projects that we might like to do on this channel, but not just My Little Pony fans. These two are. As you probably know, I'm more of a Thomas the Tank Engine fan.
and Transformers.
Transformers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What we'll probably be doing is over the next month or so, as well as doing the My Little Pony Tales of Equestria role plays. As you probably have known, the first episode of 2 for the Curse of Statuettes has already gone up, which part 2 will be out in the next couple of months. We are also going to be planning of doing other videos as well as that.
And maybe if we're brave enough, we might even do a Let's Play.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to do a Let's Play. I'll tell you what a Let's Play video I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do Sonic Forces, the new Sonic game.
Oh yeah.
That is such a fun game. You too will love it.
Like I have seen, it's a little bit of a brand new concept, because normally in Sonic games it's like you've been able to play as Sonic, you've been able to play as Tails or Amy or Knuckles, but Shadow, yeah. But with this game, you actually create your own character. That is one of the more unique things.
Basically, you're making your OC come alive.
Yeah. Which is basically just made every single Sonic fan on DeviantArt, but giving great big smiles on their faces.
Big greens.
Yeah, they love it, and I'm pretty certain you guys will love it too. In fact, I'll probably let Angel here design the OC character.
Probably be a good idea. She's the one that's got the best creativity after all. So,
and once we've done a Let's Play of that, I might be doing a Let's Play of
Ace Attorney. It's going to be Ace Attorney.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that's probably going to be a very easy one, probably.
Yes, yeah. And I will be choosing either to do the Phoenix Wright series or the spin-off series, which is the investigations, or the Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, whichever one you'd like me to do.
I never really got into the Phoenix Wright series, to be honest. The Ace Attorney series. No. This is odd, because I do like whodunit stories. I like Sherlock Holmes.
There's actually a Sherlock Holmes games you can play, because I've seen them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, even I've got a friend of mine that actually has played a couple as well. They have themselves, and it's one of them games that is like maybe to some people, I guess the reason why not everybody likes it is because sometimes it gets a little bit repetitive. But if you are into them type of games where you are investigating things, you're trying to get into the bottom of what happened, it's definitely a very enjoyable one. It's basically like a lead up to the suspense of what has happened, who has done what. And I guess that's why a lot of people do like them type of games.
And this is why a lot of people love the old Phoenix and Miles Edgeworth shipping, which I don't understand why.
Yeah, there is a lot of that. Even I've seen that.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird shipping in the Sonic universe as well. Like, why do people ship Sonic and Elise? Elise was basically the most useless character Sonic has ever created.
Yeah, that one I just don't get, actually.
I mean, I would have understood if Princess Elise was a Mobian, then yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If she was like another hedgehog or something, yeah, that might have made more sense. I think that, well, the problem was with that game, it was too rushed. They basically released an unfinished game.
Hmm.
It just needed some polishing and probably a better writer.
Yeah.
Well, like everybody has variations of opinion on that sort of thing. Really, you know, it depends on what they want.
Well,
Oh, and another thing I want to point out in Super Mario Odyssey, no, Peach did not reject Mario. Peach does not reject Mario.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. Yes, because obviously I've seen the ending.
well, you might have, but we haven't.
Well,
I don't follow the Mario games. I follow the Sonic games.
yeah.
But mind you, I do see your point. I mean, why would a princess with so much wealth and power want to reject a fat Italian plumber? It makes no sense.
No, I know. Tell me about it.
And think of all the lovely shipping pictures that's on there. I mean, I've faved a lot.
Well, yeah.
Well, actually, while we're on the subject of Super Mario, can I just ask?
Yes.
Princess Peach is basically probably the richest character in that game, right?
Yes.
Why can't she afford like a bodyguard force to stop her from getting kidnapped in every single game?
Precisely.
Yeah, I always did wonder that. You know, like me and my dad always used, like even now, like we've got Super Nintendo, we still play some of the old games even now. We do over Christmas, especially.
Yeah, but if it helps those of you who are Super Mario fans, I have come up with a theory.
Go on.
Yeah, but I should warn you, my theory is a bit like Jeremy Clarkson's theories, where they're just basically out there.
Oh, really? Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, seriously, here's my theory.
Okay, go on.
Peach is negotiating. When she gets kidnapped by Bowser, because as we have seen in the past, she does have the power to escape. She does have the power. She can use the same power-ups as Mario, so she could escape. But she doesn't. I think she's trying to negotiate with Bowser. She's trying to get him to calm down peacefully.
Or she might have some, you know what, with him.
Oh no, I don't.
Let's not go there.
I don't
I've
agree with
seen pictures of them together on DeviantArt. Trust me.
Yeah, that's because some people like to ship Peach and Bowser together, which, really, to be honest, in a realisation, Peach would never do that.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it. If you had a choice between a fat Italian and basically a giant fire-breathing turtle, you go with the Italian.
Oh yeah, exactly. At least he's able to do something.
True.
You know, romantic anyway.
Careful, Alan. We're not in the PG sector anymore.
What? You do say that word in PG orientation.
What exactly can you get away with in PG?
No.
Well,
right now, back to the chatty zone. And what type of role plays would you like to do?
well, like I've already been doing the My Little Pony Tales of Equestria. We are at the moment probably going to be continuing with that. It's a matter of me looking through it and seeing where we want to go through from after the Curse of the Statuettes episode. We've still got part 2 to make, so I've still got plenty of time before then. And then from there, really, like it's probably going to be something like where I will make a story of my own. Because the first 2, the Pet Predicament episode was from the tutorial book, and the Curse of the Statuettes was an addition to straight afterwards. There is a third, but it doesn't really interest me too much. So I am actually going to possibly be going and actually creating a story of my own as a role play to try and make things a little bit more interesting. I'm not going to reveal too much information because I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to be going with it as of yet. But it will probably come up in the next chat show.
Yeah, in the next chatty zone.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing we like to talk about in the chatty zone is also other news that we might have heard, like stuff we've heard in the media world. Like, for example, have you guys heard that the Transformers Bay universe has finally stopped?
Yes.
Yeah, I have.
They finally given that talentless oaf the sack.
Thank goodness.
And about a lot of Transformers fans are clapping their there.
We know what you're saying, but
Yeah.
I'm one of them.
Yeah.
I hated that guy. The guy had about as much backbone as Starscream.
Wow, that's putting it nicely.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm only putting it nicely because she said to stay PG.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. If we were after the watershed, we'll need the beep machine. He's a total beep, beep, and he does a beep, beep,
okay,
beep,
that
beep.
doesn't need to be said. We can cut that.
But anyway, in all seriousness, I'm actually glad that they stopped it, and I hope for a reboot they get somebody who they get not a well-known director, but I hope they get a director who knows the Transformers franchise. Maybe even a fan.
I think maybe one of the major problems was that they made normally Transformers has always been animated. It has ever since it was first created. It has the Transformers animated, Transformers G1. You got me into Transformers Prime.
I got into Robots in Disguise and Armada.
Yeah, and Armada as well.
And to be honest, I shouldn't be too harsh on the Bay franchise because it was the very first film that got me into the franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just from down there where it went downhill.
Yeah, maybe the first film or two was probably very, very good.
No. But only the first one. Revenge of the Fallen was terrible.
Fair enough.
Well, to be fair, on all the Transformers films, I loved the first one.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, when I came out of the cinema, I thought it was okay. Third one, okay. Fourth one, okay. But the fifth one, that was the one that made me say, that was shit. Forgive me for that, but I think you find that word is still PG.
No. That is not. That's been cut. But
but I think we can all agree that the last night was totally bad.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it. The Transformers had more screen time in the trailer.
Well, yeah, basically, I think one of the major big differences that really made it go bad was on the fact that because it wasn't animated and everybody was used to that sort of thing, when they tried to make the looks of the Transformers themselves, they looked, according to a lot of people, maybe if I can say it, ugly. Because you really had to look to see what the face looked like. Say, for example.
Yeah. I can possibly see what you're saying. I mean, have you ever seen that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which was done by Michael Bay?
Yeah.
I mean, those models of the Turtles look bug ugly compared to their animated version. So I can see what you're saying.
And I think it is sometimes it's like that. Certain things are meant to stay a certain way. They are. Transformers has always been animated, apart from the Michael Bay series, the films. Which really, to be honest, I think Transformers is one of them type of franchises that should be staying animated and only animated. It should not vary from that. Some.
Agreed, but they could do an animated movie. Like if you got the guys that did Transformers Prime to do a movie.
Yeah,
it would be great. It would be,
yeah. It would be. Obviously, it's been a few years now since that.
Yeah, but the next series that came after it, Robots in Disguise, I have been watching that, and I think that's very good as well.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's more aimed towards kids, but it's still very good compared to the pigeon suit that Michael Bay burped out.
I've even watched Rescue Bots. I even like that.
Yeah, I've seen a couple I can see a couple of episodes of that,
and that's actually quite funny.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually aimed 100% towards kids.
Yes.
Whereas Robots in Disguise, that's more 50-50, would you say? More family friendly?
So, when I think about it, Transformers Prime has been a little bit more orientated, like you said, the animated series and Armada is more aimed towards kids. Prime is more directed towards maybe teenagers.
I think Transformers Prime is more directed towards the fans. They're not focusing on making a kids show. They're making a show for their fans.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that they had a little bit more proper injury type of things. Really, that wouldn't be technically suitable for kids to watch all the time.
Yeah, and it was and I really liked it. I especially love Starscream in that one. They handled Starscream very well.
They had his personality to a T.
I think I improved on it.
Mm.
I mean, you seen the original G1. You know, it's basically the only characteristic in that was to be a backstabber.
Yes.
In Transformers Prime, he was a backstabber in some episodes, but the rest of the time, it was manipulative. He knew how to get into Megatron's head.
Well, it was a Muppet for even trying.
That's
But he
true.
knew, because really, to be honest, he should have known as well that if he was to even try it, that Megatron was going to be serving him for dinner pretty much.
Yeah. Actually, that's another question in Transformers Prime. Why does Megatron keep Starscream around?
I do not have a clue.
Know.
I do not have a clue. I don't think we'll ever find the answer to that, really, to be honest. You know, maybe it's because he thought, I just used Starscream.
Yeah. I mean, in Transformers Prime, Starscream really did have to work to get back into the Decepticons, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Whereas in G1, he seems to get booted out in nearly every single episode.
Yeah, I know. It's a little bit like a South Park reference to Kenny getting killed every episode until finally he actually does get killed for good.
Which is actually the Transformers movie. I don't suppose you've seen the 86, is it?
No, I haven't. Not that.
Correct me on when the original Transformers movie came out, will you please, fans? In the original Transformers movie, Megatron becomes Galvatron, flies in, sees Starscream with his big sparkly crown on. Bang.
Well, yeah, it was a bit of a doofus, really, to be honest. He did deserve it.
I think that was just a scene to show off that Galvatron wasn't going to take any funny business.
Oh, no.
It was a
Galvatron's
badass.
not supposed to.
Galvatron's always a badass. Always will be, always will be.
Yeah,
right,
until Transformers 4 came along, where he was just Megatron with a different name.
Exactly.
Another thing Michael Bay did totally wrong. He didn't nail any of the characters right. Starscream was not a backstabber in those movies.
No, he wasn't, no.
Yeah, he was too afraid of Megatron.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Which he wasn't. Like, yes, he was a bit of a scaredy cat, but not that much.
Well, to be fair, you would be scared if Megatron came at you with his fusion cannon all charged up and armed.
Yeah, maybe so, yeah. But, you know, he wouldn't be freaking out like every 5 seconds.
Yeah, like he was in the movies.
Exactly, yeah.
He'll
So
be a scaredy cat.
Yeah, so once again, I am proud that talentless oaf has finally gone from the franchise, and I'm looking forward to the reboot.
Okay, right. I think that is rant over for now.
What do you mean over for now? We're just getting started.
And it's supposed to be a chat show, not a rant.
but Top Gear's the news was about to be about cars. Was it about cars?
No, not really.
There we go.
Yeah, but let's not make it a rage. We are here to chat after all, not just rage after all. If we wanted to rage, I would just go round to the corner shop and then just have a bag full of popcorn with a full fat size of Coke, you know, and just
Or as he calls it, a normal Saturday night.
Pretty much, as long as I'm not working. So, because I do, after all, have a full-time job, so...
Well, so do I.
Yeah.
It's only the little Missy over here that's very lucky.
Yeah. Right, so like, I think another thing that I would like to try and bring up is, obviously, going back to My Little Pony, if I may, obviously, My Little Pony Season 8 comes out next month.
Yes, I've seen the trailer.
Yeah, I think pretty much all of us have seen the trailer, and
I haven't.
Oh, wow.
To be honest, I haven't even finished Season 6 yet.
What?
And I've only watched one episode of Season 7.
You are so far behind. That's all I'm going to say.
And all I'm saying is because I'm too busy. This is not the only channel I work on. My other channel has quite a few projects itself.
You need to put in some time. You do before Season 8 comes out. You've got a month and a half. Well, actually, no, it is only now a month because it is, after all, coming towards the end of February. So.
And there's another thing that's going to be disappointing is when they've released Season 9 and when they've released the second My Little Pony film. That's it. Generation 4 is done.
That is what they're saying. So, but yeah, like obviously we've got Season 8 coming out. I can't remember the exact date, but it's towards the end of March. I don't know why I want to say 24th or 28th. So I can't. So obviously we all can't wait for that. As well as that, we in America on Discovery Family, we also had the My Little Pony Equestria Games Forgotten Friendship.
Which was absolutely awful.
Really?
It was terrible.
Ah, I haven't watched it yet.
Well,
I'm going to be very short. I will be very soon. So like, I actually cannot wait to watch it. Actually, so it'll be interesting to see how they come about it. Really, like I've seen all the trailers already, so I know Sunset Shimmer is going to be going back to Equestria. We're going to be Princess Celestia. So I don't have a clue what's going to happen. So I am hoping none of you are going to spoil it for me before I watch it. Because it's probably going to be another week or so before I do actually watch it. So please do not spoil it for me because I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, actually, while we're talking about Sunset Shimmer, I can't be the only one that thinks that she should have become Twilight Sparkle's apprentice, not Starlight Glimmer.
Well, like I said, I see the point there. Like I think the reason why is because obviously Sunset Shimmer was in a different universe after all.
Yeah, but I think she's more than made up now. She's no longer the bad.
Definitely.
She's no longer the bad guy she was. She deserves a second chance.
Oh yeah, like she's already got the second chance.
and I can see her her elements of harmony, forgiveness.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, like I've known that, like for a little while, you know. But obviously, like I don't think it would quite make sense to the Equestria Girls side of the franchise, which is a side series, to the main show. If you was to have Sunset Shimmer in both of them, it wouldn't quite make sense.
No.
So that is, and like I think,
But it did make sense with Twilight Sparkle, though.
yeah, that's because then also they didn't want to be bringing Twilight Sparkle from the Pony universe into the Equestria Girls universe every single time. So that is why they had to go with an alternate Twilight, which is called Sci-Fi, into the mix, which they did obviously in the Friendship Games one, movie 3.
Oh, that I did see.
Yeah, that one is probably, I would say, my favourite one I've done. So, but I don't know how good Forgotten Friendship's going to be. You know, like I'm not going to take anybody's words for granted. So it's a matter of seeing how good it is to me. I don't know. So you know, like I'll be watching that hopefully maybe in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But just a matter of waiting to see how that goes.
I'll tell you if I'm allowed to change subject, I'll tell you for a TV series that's making a new series next month actually. I'm really looking forward to see.
Oh, okay.
Have you guys watched Thunderbirds?
No, I've never been into that sort of thing, really, to be honest.
You into Thunderbirds?
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Well, it's just Thunderbirds OK season 3's coming now in a couple of months, and I'm really looking forward to that. I really enjoyed the last two seasons, and like I said, I'm really looking forward to it. But
no, carry on.
I'm surprised you guys haven't heard of Thunderbirds.
Oh, I have heard of it. I just don't really watch it. But it's not my sort of thing, really.
Okay. Another thing I want to point out is Thomas related.
Okay, go on.
We're always.
Now that Edward is moved in with Philip, they're thinking of moving out either Henry or Toby in replace of Rebecca and
Nero.
Yeah,
I have heard.
and that has upset a lot of fans.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that hate. I mean, these two characters hate already, just because they think they're going to take over for Edward and Henry.
And also, what I pointed out, I found out on the Thomas Wikipedia that Ashima was supposed to have been Thomas's actual love interest, but they scrapped it.
Well, thank God for that, because that means my love interest of Lady in my series would have gone up the wall.
I know.
Probably would have done. But then, obviously, I think, as why, don't forget, Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends is supposed to be, first of all, a kids program at first.
And My Little Pony.
Yeah, I guess so.
And Transformers.
Yeah, but I think, My Little Pony's come a little bit more further forward now. You know, obviously, the original shows, obviously designed just for kids, and that was it. But the Generation 4 of My Little Pony wasn't just designed for kids. There were some episodes that were designed more for the adults and also for teenagers as well. And I think that is why they can elaborate on them sort of things. Like there's some things that have already been spoiled that obviously has come out. Obviously, I won't elaborate too much into it, just in case it's spoiled for people that don't know it, because I don't want to be the one that bears on news that they don't want to hear. So, but there are a few things that, like aren't quite orientated towards kids programs, but obviously My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic can get away with it because it's designed to for people of all ages in a way to actually watch.
Yeah, I get what you mean. My Little Pony and Transformers, they're more family friendly, where Thomas the Tank Engine has to stay for children.
Exactly, yeah, they are designed for little kids that are, watching.
But it's not. Thomas the Tank Engine is not just for kids. Otherwise, there wouldn't be an army of adult fans on DeviantArt.
Yeah, and my dad is into Thomas the Tank Engine as well. He loves it.
There we are. See, somebody even older than us watches the show.
Oh, yeah.
But the one thing that I didn't like about the series was when Sharon Miller was the
I'm with you there.
Those episodes are just so bad.
I think the problem was there with this.
I'm happy that she got the sack.
Yeah. Oh, well, be fair to her. She did write Blue Mountain Mystery. I thought that was a good story.
Yeah, that was all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's face it. Compared to Day of the Diesels and Misty Island Rescue that came before, that was okay.
Yeah.
And from there we got King of the Railway.
Yeah.
Which was brilliant.
Yeah,
mostly because they had an engine in there called Stephen.
Well, duh. One other thing, coming away from programs that are yet to come out or still in deliberation, going towards another Let's Play. And what I'm going to be doing as well, as well as being a My Little Pony fan, I'm obviously into racing games quite a lot. I actively play Gran Turismo Sport and also Formula 1 2017. So I'm going to be possibly creating a few videos of that, of just ordinary gameplay, playing with friends or playing with other online players, just for having a little bit of fun, having a bit of banter, really. So
if you want to see the slowest laps in history, watch our friends' videos.
Excuse me, I'll play both games on the highest difficulty level possible, and I still can win. Thank you very much. So I am no Captain Slow.
If you say so, Captain Slow. He is our group's Captain Slow, just so you all know.
Yeah, the Captain Slow is the quickest out of the three. That makes sense.
What do you mean makes sense? I bet you on Mario Kart...
I was being sarcastic.
Yeah, but I bet you on Mario Kart, I beat you.
Well, yeah, we might do, because you're using items. If you play me to a game of Gran Turismo Sport or Formula 1 2017, you wouldn't stand a chance.
Yeah, all right. I challenge you to a challenge then.
Go on then.
Yeah, on one of our gameplays, we do two player laps. Well, maybe. No, I'll tell you what. On one of our gameplay maps, we choose a track, choose the same car.
Yeah.
All three of us drive around as fast as we can, and the one who pops in the slowest lap has to have the nickname Captain Slow.
What you say? You said all three. I thought it was going to be just you two.
What, you think we're going to cut you out to the fun?
Well,
besides, it could be Mario Kart, and you're definitely good at that.
Yeah.
I don't think it should be Mario Kart, because it wouldn't be fair. Because the one that wins a race of Mario Kart isn't statistically the fastest.
Well, you can turn the items off in some of those Mario Karts.
You can, actually.
Yeah, you can, yeah. But that's just me, really. Mario Kart is no Mario Kart without being able to have items. It's just not right.
And don't forget, there's Sonic Sega All Stars, and there's the Crash Bandicoot racing games.
Oh yeah. But it's that sort of thing, really. Obviously, that will have to come up for another time, really. So, yeah. Anything else?
Any other news coming out?
Oh yes, there is something that will be coming out. I think it's this year or next year. I think it's next year. They are going to be making a live-action Lion King.
Oh, I've heard about that. I think it could be this year, actually, but it'll probably be, December this year.
And Beyonce Knowles will be voicing Nala, and they'll bring back the original voice actor who played Mufasa.
Oh. I like the sound. Oh, I like the sound of that.
So do you mean like that's actually going to be in the cinema, or do you mean like that's
Cinema.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah. You know
That one I haven't heard of.
You haven't heard of a live-action Lion King coming out?
No, I haven't heard about it.
And
no.
it's going. I think it'll be made by the same people who made the Jungle Book, because it looks like the same, similar like.
I hope so. The Lion King is basically my favourite Disney movie. No question or doubt about it.
You and Alfie need to be best friends, because Alfie Moon is just wow. He can remember all the Lion King from top to bottom, no questions asked.
So can I, so can I. I love the songs. It's probably one of the few movies where I can actually sing along to all the songs.
Well, don't.
Yeah, not right now.
No.
To be honest, that's not my favourite though.
No.
I can tell you what my favourite is.
What?
101 Dalmatians.
I think I know why.
Always my favourite film to watch as a kid. Every single Christmas, I watched that without fail.
I think I know why.
Go on.
It's because it's the very first Disney movie with a car chase, isn't it?
Not really, no.
Is it the villain?
Yeah, actually it is, yeah, Cruella de Vil.
Cruella de Vil.
Yeah. You know, you can't get away
knows
from that catchy song though. You
Everybody-
can't get away with it.
Everybody knows that classic villain song.
Oh yeah, it's one of the most known songs known.
Yeah, you know what I like about it? It's not the villain singing the song.
No, it's not.
No. It was, what's his name? Roger. Yeah, Roger.
Yeah, Roger, yeah.
And he's basically saying how when she enters a room, she makes you shiver.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you get the pinky sense.
Yeah.
And
Twitchy tail.
and there's one film that I grew up with my childhood, and that would be Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
Maleficent.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love Maleficent.
Yeah, it's now called Maleficent. It's no longer called Sleeping Beauty.
Well, actually, there's
No, that's the live action version.
That's the live
I think.
action.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Yeah, good point. Yeah,
I'm talking about
the animated one.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I love both of them.
Oh
I
yeah.
love both films.
I never saw the live action one, but
You
I've seen.
need to. It's so good.
Well, to be honest, I've seen clips from when my little sister was watching it, and I saw the live action Three Fairies.
Yes.
They
Yeah,
didn't seem to
idiots.
be quite as intelligent as the animated
they're
version.
idiots.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I don't like the way how they betrayed the Three Fairies.
And when Cinderella came out on it came out on my birthday, and that was basically one of my birthday gifts to go and see Cinderella.
While we're in the realm of live action Disney films, have you guys seen Beauty and the Beast?
Yes.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Same here.
And it's not because I might have a soft spot for Emma Watson.
Well, yeah, she was one of the best actresses, and she was obviously part of Harry Potter, which we've all watched so many times. Like,
But that's the thing,
I
I
don't
didn't
know how many times you've watched it, but I've watched it so many times in actual film order. I've watched it so many times in film order, I've actually lost count.
No, I say, well, that's where I'm a bit mixed. I do fancy her in the Harry Potter films, mostly because she was a child, and it might have been a bit of legal
In the
issues.
first half, yes. In the first half.
Yeah, but I really do fancy her in Beauty and the Beast.
Oh,
Especially that iconic yellow dress. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, do you mean in the
ballroom.
You.
The ball.
No, she was wearing pink.
No, she was wearing yellow.
You're
Belle.
thinking of Sleeping Beauty with the pink dress.
No.
Belle always wears yellow when she's dancing.
Oh,
with the beast.
I thought you were talking about the Harry Potter one. And that makes sense.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
You're thinking
yeah.
of Goblet of Fire. You're thinking of Goblet of Fire.
Goblet of Fire, yeah.
Yeah. No, I really enjoyed the live action Beauty and the Beast. I loved all the songs, and I loved the new songs they brought out as well.
Yeah.
Especially Evermore, the Beast
Yes,
song.
yeah.
Yeah. That was quite good.
Apparently, when you actually buy like the original DVD of Beauty and the Beast, there's actually a deleted scene that you can watch in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been meaning to see that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, actually, can we get back to the live-action Lion King movie for a minute? Because
Yes.
when
Yeah,
you're
go
talking about there being about the original Mufasa voice.
Yes.
Do you know who I would like them to see to bring back?
Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah, I want to bring
Oh,
back
yeah, that would be
Rowan.
definitely a good one.
I want them to bring back Rowan Atkinson as Azazu.
Yes, it was so good.
You know what? I tried actually the other day, like my brother's daughter, because she was around a few days ago, like she started watching the Mr. Bean animated series.
Oh.
Oh, I
Like that, and like, how long has that been running? And it's still good.
Yeah. No, yeah, I like all of Rowan Atkinson's work, right through from
Blackadder.
Blackadder to
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Bean. Well, I especially love Blackadder.
Oh,
You-
Baldrick!
iconic.
Yeah, just as iconic as, Sir, I have a cunning plan.
Oh yes, what's that? You don't want to know. But, yeah.
Yeah, well, me and Queen have talked about this often. We love Blackadder.
Oh, we do.
But yeah, like obviously, you know, like Mr. Bean animated series has been running for so long now. Yeah, but yeah, like and going back to the Lion King live show that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, the live action movie, yeah.
Yeah. So like, when is that due to actually be released?
We're not quite sure, like we said, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be in time for Christmas this year.
Right.
Or if not,
into
it'll be
the start
next
of
year.
Next year in 2019.
And not only that this year, Incredibles 2.
Oh, I've seen the. I have seen the
I
trailer
never
for
got
that.
into the first one actually.
I thought you, but you like superhero stuff.
Yeah, but that one I just couldn't get into. I don't know why.
Well, I just love the first
Like, I love
film.
Spy Kids.
Yeah.
I do. Like,
Yeah, well, I loved the first film. I loved Mr.
Yeah.
Incredible, Elastigirl,
Yeah.
Frozone, Syndrome, that big bull robot thing.
Yeah. Looked like something out of Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, it was just missing a nice girl in a ray gun. Yeah.
if you wanted to be that way.
Yeah, and I've seen the trailer for Incredibles 2, and it looks like it's going to be Elastigirl goes back to work, and Alan Parr's going to be left at home with the kids.
Especially with Jack.
Yeah, that's basically what the trailer looks like. It's basically just going to be the stay-at-home dad and working mum comedy.
Mm.
But I am very interested to see what comes up, and I wonder who the villain's going to be, because I imagine it's not just going to be the Underminer. I imagine he's just going to be the villain for the first third, and then we're going to get another more superior villain for the rest of the film.
Yes, like we did what we got with Syndrome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Like in Syndrome, exactly. You had the that French guy for the first part.
Yeah,
Bon Voyage.
Yeah, Bon Voyage.
Yeah. Then you got Syndrome, which I love. That's actually quite a good. That's actually quite a good villain. You know, a character who wants to be a hero gets turned down and decides, right, I'll go my own separate way. You don't see very many character origins like that.
No, and that was a complete twist when he said, "I'm your biggest fan," and instantly Bob knew that it was Buddy.
Yeah, my name is not Buddy.
Oh, really? Now.
Yeah, I just loved that, and I loved his plan. His plan was basically him trying to be a hero, but
you need to kill off all other heroes.
Yeah, kill off all other heroes to pretend to be one. That is very clever.
And there's another film that's going to come out. I think it's this year or next year.
Well,
Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Oh yeah, Ralph crashes the internet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, depends
And there's going to be a bit where Vanellope actually meets the Disney princesses.
Oof. That might be interesting.
It will, because I'll definitely be interested in that bit.
I know you would.
Well, let's face it, Queen. You are a real life Disney princess. All she's missing is the dress and the money.
Oh, charming.
She don't need the money.
No,
Well, you got the looks.
Oh. Okay, so, like, is there anything else that anybody else wants to bring up?
Give us a minute. Is there any other games coming out? Or, well, as this is the final level, we should talk about maybe games coming out.
Well, I did talk about one. We did talk about Let's Plays that we're going to be doing. So.
What? And also, I was thinking of doing, like, reaction videos. Like, if we was to watch like a random episode of like I'm My Little Pony or Transformers or Thomas and see how we would react.
Well, yeah, blind reactions. I've seen somebody do it actually. Like, obviously, we can do that with season 8. We can't do it from seasons 1 to 7 because we've already seen them.
Not all of us.
Okay.
But I agree that an idea like that can be good. In fact, why don't we?
For us to do it, you need to be up to date, up to season 8 by the time that episode 1 of season 8 comes out. Well, episode 1 and 2 because they come out one right after the other.
Right. Okay, I can do that.
Good. Okay, so I think that's pretty much.
There is one more thing we wanted to talk about.
Oh, okay.
Now, guys, do you know? Now, as I know, you're both big fans of card fighting games, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Like you with Yu-Gi-Oh, you with probably anything that come from Japan.
Well, yeah, both for us are more into Card Fight Vanguard now. Really, like Yu-Gi-Oh's really like spiraled out of control in the last few years. Really badly. So, but carry on.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking, because I want to show off that we're not just reviewers and watchers and, well, basically prattling about people. We're also quite creative people as well. So I'm thinking of creating my own fighting card game.
Okay.
Yeah. I have been working on it, and I have come up with the first stages of a rule book. And I've even come up with like a working title.
Okay, go on then.
Okay, here we go. Battlefield fighting cards.
Okay.
No. Battlefield card fighters. So, you've got to admit, that sounds anime.
I think just Battlefield, that actually makes sense.
Well, I'm just thinking, just in case there's already Battlefield.
There's probably already is.
Well, Battlefield card fighters, anyway. What I like about my game is it's a customizable one.
Okay.
Basically, what you get your avatar card.
Yeah.
Which is your main character.
Okay.
You draw, and you can actually draw on the card your actual character.
Draw it?
Yeah, draw it.
Okay.
You actually draw out your character to be whatever you want to be. So you want your character to be a knight, a pirate, a robot, an alien. It can be that.
A ninja, samurai.
The sky's the limit because all cards are going to be set out with the same starting positions. The same life points, the same attack points, same defense points to start off with.
Okay.
To level to level that card up, you take out cards from my uncle and the attack cards. You take out the attack card, and each attack card will give you a bonus, like plus 100 attack points, something like that.
Okay.
So basically, you're leveling up your character as you go along.
Yeah, but is there like any rules in this? Is there like saying you can't be, a god or anything?
Well, I think most people
I think really something like that. If you was to say, "Oh, my character is actually God," I think really, to be honest, that is going to a point of which you just go.
No, I just have a set.
Because by saying that you are God, you're saying that you are infinite. You are saying that you're perfect in every single way.
What I'm saying is a rule saying you can't be immortal.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. No immortality powers. In fact, you can't have. In fact, you don't get to choose your powers. You just get to customize your character and choose his name.
And I guess
basically all you do to keep it.
And I guess the stats are always going to be the same as well, aren't they?
Yeah, everybody gets the same. Like I said, you make your character stronger by seeing which card you pick up.
I'll tell you one thing, that does strike a slight similarity of a card game that actually only came out about a month ago. There's actually a Dragon Ball card game that's come out in the last month. I haven't played it, but a few friends of mine have, and it feels a little bit similar to that.
I haven't heard of this Dragon Ball card game.
No, it's only come out in the last month, though, to be honest, so...
Well, knowing these Japans, they're probably well ahead of us here.
Maybe.
Oh well, like I said, we can see to this idea. Tell you what, if you like this idea and you want to see our idea once, why not comment down below?
Or ask us any questions about, anything you want to ask from like TV series or movies or games, or if you want to discuss shippings or anything like that.
Yeah, or if you want to discuss anything that we've discussed in this episode of the Chatty Zone, Like if you want to discuss how Michael Bay is the most talentless oaf you've ever come across, and you want to know why he hasn't been given the sack already, feel free to ask.
Or maybe even if you feel that maybe he isn't actually a talentless oaf, like well, how we think about it, maybe you have a variation of opinion. Maybe you just don't get why he's been given the sack. He should have been given another chance.
Because he is a talentless oaf.
but that's obviously for the people to decide, not you.
Trust me, the people have decided, and they've decided he's a talentless oaf.
Right. Okay.
But unless you guys out there who believe that Michael Bay is intelligent, and therefore have taken leave of your senses, then please do comment below why you think he is intelligent.
Yeah. And I think we should pretty much end it there.
Before we get a message from YouTube saying get off our channel.
Well, it's not a channel, that's a website. If I want to put it bluntly there. But yeah, like obviously, so obviously this is now going up. The My Little Pony Tales of Equestria episode of part 2 will possibly go up within the next month or so.
Or whenever my job gives me the day off.
Well, yeah, pretty much. But yeah, like obviously that will go up as soon as possible. So this is Final Level, signing out.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra!